So we have a rectangle, and it's a frame, and it's made of 5 straight pieces of metal. Okay, and here they are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are asked, well, we're told that the weight of the metal is 1.5 kilograms per meter, and we're asked to work out the total weight of the metal in the frame. So if we can find out the total length of the metal and multiply by 1.5, we're in. So most of this is quite straightforward. We've got 2 pieces 5 meters long, 2 pieces 12 meters long, and the only one we need to worry about really is this one here. And you'll notice that that is the hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle. And you may even be able to tell me how long it is without any calculation. But let's do the calculation anyway. So Pythagoras theorem is what we're going to need. We know 2 sides, we want to find the third. And Pythagoras theorem tells me that if A is the hypotenuse and B and C are the other 2 sides, then A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared. So let's label up this triangle, A, B, and C, and write that down. So Pythagoras tells me that A squared equals B squared plus C squared. Always good to write down your formula. And so A squared is equal to 12 squared plus 5 squared. Now, I hope you know your squares. 12 12s are 144. 5 5s are 25. And when we add those together, we get 169. So that's A squared is 169. Now, did you know that 169 is 13 squared? Well, I hope so, because when we square root both sides, that's what we get. You can check by multiplying 13 by 13. Now, I said earlier you might have been able to do this without calculating things because we have 5, 12, 13 here on the 3 sides of a right-angled triangle, and that is one of the well-known things called a Pythagorean triple. Don't worry too much though, because you can always do it. So A is 13, and so the length is therefore, or the length of metal we have, is 13 plus 5 plus 5 plus 12 plus 12. Let's do that then. 13 plus 10 plus 24. That's 12 plus 12 is 24. And so that is 13 plus 10 is 23 plus 24 is 47 meters of metal. And so the weight is 1.5 times 47. Now, how am I going to do that? Well, I reckon I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to say 1 times 47 is 47. And then a half of 47 is, well, I'm just going to halve that. And a half of 47 is, well, 46 would be 23. And we've got another 1 to halve, so that's 23.5. And when I add these two things together, I get 1.5 times 47, which is therefore 47 and 23 is, 40 and 20 is 60. 7 and 3 is 10, so that's 70. And the 0.5. And so the weight is 70.5 kilograms. And without having to do any difficult multiplication, I've done some difficult multiplication. Good stuff.